And we are live. NashvilleLou live, back on the air with The Sims 3. Early morning hours, at least Nashville time, of November 10th, 2024. I'm your host, Lou Pickney. We've got 6 players in right now for the first Twitchy Tides game of the broadcast. Be part of Tides Tuesday, coming up Tuesday of this next week, 10 p.m. Eastern. That'll be my start time, my part of it. All day long event. Las Vegas Apes setting it up. Should be a lot of fun. Make sure I get in on this with exclamation point plays. Type that in chat. If you have your Twitchy team set up, you can pick one of 5 fish. I know I have the Cam No fish in there from before, so I'll use that. That gets us... no, I take that back. I already swapped out Cam. Sorry, pal. So we're at 9. One more player will get us to 10. That's the minimum. But I urge you, if at all possible, tune in. Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern. Part of the all-day event with Tides Tuesday. We're playing Twitchy Tides. We'll have some of that Aquarium Royale. For those games people really like. Should be fun. Autumn's Toys is in, and that gets us to 10. For the winner of this first Twitchy Tides game of the broadcast, it'll be a Warsake and Foil Prime card and an item from the NashvilleLou collection that'll give you a boost in the fun new game Meta Battler. We got 10 players. If I win, prize goes to second place. The game starts now. Good luck. It's Twitchy Tides. You're on NashvilleLou Live. We'll get to The Sims 3 after this opening game right away. Cannonball has us down to 7. I love that Tides Tuesday thing in the corner by accident. I make specific... went to great lengths to remind myself, and then I got carried away when we got to 10. Meanwhile, it's Painful Asia doing a lot of damage up top. And we're down to 3. Autumn's Toys, Rising Dragons, and Notorious Ninja. Depth charge. You see it there on the bottom right part of your screen, next to that coral. That's no camouflage. There goes Notorious Ninja out with a boom. We're down to 2. Autumn's Toys and Rising Dragons, the last 2 in this opening Twitchy Tides game of the broadcast. Watched BYU make a wild rally to beat Utah. An American college football game wrapped up after 2 a.m. Eastern. There's an NFL game in Germany going on in about, 5 or 6 hours from now, whenever it is. This time of year, I legitimately don't know when to sleep. Meanwhile, there's a depth charge. Takes out Rising Dragon, so congratulations, Autumn's Toys. Victorious in this first Twitchy Tides game of the broadcast. All right. I have this noted. There and there. I'll bring the slate back up for a moment. I can do this properly here. Back open for the next Twitchy Tides game. If you'd like to get in, you can do so by typing exclamation point play in chat. Bring the slate down as we get loaded back with The Sims 3. Playing as Jasper Stone, along with his younger brother Trevor. This started episode 1 with Sid Stone. Kenyon and Trevor are 2 of Sid's grandsons. But 2 older sisters moved out. Their parents, Kenyon and Alana, are both deceased. They have 1 dog and 4 cats now, so it's quite the interesting eclectic mix there in the house. My plan is to play as Jasper, and then if he has kids, to play as one of those kids and have them move out of Appaloosa Plains to go to a new town. That seems to be the workaround people use. It will throw off the family tree info, but that just it's either that or the game gets really messed up. Or maybe there are ways to get around it I don't know about. Speaking of getting around it, return of snow. I'm not going to let Trevor have to miss school because of snow. I'll use that Tempest mod if I have to. Got to find a way to... This may be about the time for me to be proactive on that. I'm not sure how much time I'm going to have to play The Sims tonight. I do have to get some sleep at some point. The other side of 2 a.m. Eastern. Play some outdoor chess. Bring a coat. So Jasper's asleep. Forever. Having some pancakes. Aging up in 2 days. He's got an A average, so he should be okay as far as school, even if he does have to miss it for snow. Hopefully it won't come to that. The snow seemed to really throw things off with Darlene and Vanessa in particular. Vanessa getting stuck with that evil trait because she didn't go to school enough to allow me to be the one to choose. So the game chose for her, and it chose her to be evil. We had. Jasper's asleep, and it's noted Trevor having apple pancakes. Prepared by Alana. The very last of the food that she made before she died. Oh, and flips out of it. Really enjoying those pancakes. With the NROS game progression mode going. The pancakes are gone. I'm still hungry. Have a second plate of pancakes. Keeping helping. We already have 8 people in for the next Twitchy Tides game of the broadcast. If you'd like to join the list, just type !play in chat. Hello to everybody watching me over on Kick. I don't have chat allowed there, and to play Twitchy Tides you have to be on Twitch, but some people watch me on Kick. Twitch is not available everywhere. So for those that watch me on Kick, I'm greatly appreciative. Those watching me on Twitch, likewise. Glad to have you here with NashvilleLou Live. Ridiculously late hour, but that's what happens with BYU and Utah play till past 2 a.m. Eastern. But here I am up watching it now, playing this here live with you. Well aware that the world doesn't begin and end with the 4 major time zones in the United States. People around the world love Twitchy Tides. They love The Sims 3. Glad to have all y'all watching right now as we have Trevor. More pancakes. Check out the cats upstairs. Luckily, the cats never seem to be ill-affected by the weather, which makes that second floor cat balcony that's kind of just happened over time a nice place. If the animals seem to be in distress or in discomfort of some sort, that would be off-putting, but maybe it's because there's 2 different expansion packs, the pets and the seasons, that they don't seem to feel it the same. Although there are times where they will, but not up here. So, meanwhile, there's Max the dog. Max gonna go sniff Snowy the cat. Fred wants to jump on a bed. Come on, Fred. You know not to do that. Go on here. Friendly sniff for Duchess the cat, and Duchess can likewise give a friendly sniff. Socialize. I watch Max. He was very close before to having that 4,000 lifetime happiness points. He's within 100 of it. You can hang out with Duchess real fast. Sorry, Freddy, getting put on the back burner. Got more pressing things. Friendly sniff. Bring that socializing to a stop. There's Heidi the kitten. Having some food. Doing pretty well. Again, if they seem to be uncomfortable out there, it would take away from the fun factor. Having the pets expansion pack really adds to the fun factor with The Sims 3. If somebody were to ask, like, okay, I can get the game and I'll get 1 DLC, what should I get? Say, get the pets. If you're going to get one. Alright, so, Trevor. Again, I have to fight them to not clean up litter boxes. When they've got somebody that will come and clean it later in the day, they're going to pay. Although, I don't know for sure they actually called to hire a new person after the prior housekeeper got fired for rudely stopping mid-shift to eat the ice cream right out of the cart and just chowing down without asking. So immediate firing for that. Cell phone. Services. Call for services. Okay, I guess I already got re-upped for today. For my prank call. Alright, so let's see. You can't leave the animals alone for too long without at least keeping an eye on what's going on, because they'll inevitably want to go play in a bathroom or jump on a counter, something of that sort. It's got the trash can thought bubbles. One of the cats get under the carpet somehow? Well, of course, Fred thinking about jumping in the recliner. No, Fred, don't do that. You're mad that you got snubbed in favor of Max the dog, aren't you? Heidi, having some food. Maybe Fred can socialize with Heidi. Friendly sniff. Friendly socialize. Jasper still asleep. Trevor. I mean, he's just determined to go out there to clean no matter what I do. Come on, dude. Absolutely not. Go there now. The worst when you stop when they've started the process of doing it, so they're going to complete it and then just drop a bunch of trash. Come on. We don't have a mod for that. Trevor, he still needs to catch a fish as a side quest, but I don't know how important that really is. Or he's going to be admonished for not getting the fish. He likes the outdoors, so I was kind of thinking along those lines, but now with the snow, not exactly an opportune time for it. Check the weather. Well, check weather in high definition weather. Give me that 7-day forecast in high def now. We already have 11 people in for the next Twitchy Tides game of the broadcast. You can join the list by typing !play in chat. Alright. So, Trevor's gonna get I got a scoop for you, pal. It's snowing. They do have school tomorrow. Here we go again with that. Current weather. Getting Fahrenheit. How's the low 37 Fahrenheit? Freezing is 32 Fahrenheit. It's sticking. It's some sus weather. What that is. Alright, so Trevor. Both Trevor and his older brother Jasper have the lifetime aspiration of wanting to be a chess legend. Kenyon, their late father, actually achieved that, so on the to-do list for both of them. So Trevor, and he could go outside, but he'll get cold if he's out there for too long. That is one thing that people don't fare nearly as well out there on the porch compared to the animals. And I think a lot of that may have to do with the fact that the animals and the weather are in two separate expansion packs, so they kind of have to adjust accordingly for that. As far as not everybody's going to have one or the other. If you do the base game and you get a DLC, you know if something in the base game, it'll work with it for everybody. When you get double, then I don't know. Anyway, turn off the TV. Turn on the computer. Solve the unsolvable. What is this? It's a riddle. It's a mind game. Solve the unsolvable. Let's see. You piqued my interest with this. Where are you going, Max?
Oh.
Gonna follow. Oh, Max. Now go outside. See, that's a quote-unquote following him and just conveniently going outside. Nope, back in. And that's where it gets weird with dogs in this game, where it's more difficult considerably compared with cats when it comes to the bladder. He's very close to 4,000, but not there yet, and not really a good spot. I mean, Harmony's like a cousin, so she's not going to be just showing up in most cases. Certainly not if we become best friends. Walk to the dog park in the snow would be a bit of an ask. Jess got fired. He was the housekeeper before, one that stopped mid-shift to eat ice cream the day before when he just dropped trash on the floor and left. So he's not likely to return, and then be friends with Duchess. Now that could happen, but there's nothing there in the queue to potentially choose from anyway there for Max. So for now, we'll have to wait on the bladder meter. Lay down here. I shouldn't encourage that kind of behavior. Take a nap in the dog bed over there. So it must be some sort of logic thing here. Solve the unsolvable. Cats are being loud. What are y'all getting into up here? So I want to know. Snowy and Duchess, a little bit of social time. Fred and Heidi the kitten playing. I'm getting along. All right. What's Fred want to do? Playfully pounce the Duchess. Playful pounce. Snowy. Room Duchess. Play with another pet. Sniff Heidi. Perfect. Friendly. Sniff. You can see their breath, but it even like almost looks frosty the way the meter there looks. But they're not ever in any discomfort. It's not like there's any negativity to it. They're up here. So it works. Like, well, if they're not dismayed by the weather, that's a good spot for them. It's tough for them to get outside the way this is set up. So they got to go down the stairs, go out through the main area, get through here, which can get a little crowded. For once in this game where things can sometimes inexplicably get in each other's way more than it looks like they should. Instead, that actually works to your favor if that keeps the cats from getting downstairs faster. When there's like a thunderstorm, they get startled, and every time, conveniently, when they get startled, they somehow manage to go downstairs with this door they normally can't get through, and they're halfway across the yard before you know it hits you if you're not careful. So it's a little tricky with the cats when it comes to that. Point being, I like this second floor cat balcony for that very reason. Containment. Trying to help them to get along out here. Duchess at 35.94. Never Nosh is a good one to get, or I could hold out for the steel bladder. You don't need it nearly as much for cats as for dogs, for the reason explained there with Max, but not a bad idea if you can get it. Play on. Even though it won't tell you their wishes and wants, you do get some lifetime reward points for kittens in this game, just like with puppies or even babies, but it's not much. They try to make it where it's kind of even early, or they don't show you the information early. Sometimes those kids that play a lot of musical instruments end up being virtuosos, proteges. So Jasper's still asleep. Trevor solving the unsolvable, doing some logic stuff. Max knows he needs to go outside to pee. Good dog. No, don't do it on the porch. No. Too late. Well, you told me to go outside. I specifically was trying to avoid that very thing. Go lay down up here. I'm not happy with you, dog. Jasper's getting up, finally. At least he got the well-rested moodlet there. What do we have here? Paint. That'd be an easy one to get. You could talk to Fred real fast. Hey, Fred, don't run to the bathroom. As for Fred, he's when he's playing the toilet bowl. Call that off immediately. Duchess, where you going? Want some food? Why don't you use the litter box? Then eat some food. Max coming upstairs to lay down. Heidi. A little playtime there. Snowy. For some reason, the cats know that this scratching post is hidden here underneath the staircase. Snow, you're coming back upstairs. Where you're going? You need to scratch on the cat condo. They'll really push for them to do it that way. Even by cat standards, they're rather stubborn on that. There we go. Just a little bit of a boost there. A little 150 for talking with Fred. That opens up a spot for paint. Doesn't say to paint for very long. There's a downstairs easel. I'm not sure if that one is Jasper's or this is Trevor's. Continues. This is downstairs. Really the big thing now for Chad. I mean, it's a Sunday in the game and he doesn't have work today. So he's have to be in a hurry. But pancakes. Trevor trying to solve the unsolvable, whatever that is. Whoa. The game getting slowed up. Is the snow? I may do an intervention here of the snowfall. Maybe that's not the way to do it. Radius purge. Be careful with this modding stuff here. Weather. I don't remember offhand what I'm supposed to do to get to the weather part. The Tempest. I know it's loaded up as far as the mods go with the game. We already have 15 people in for the next Twitchy Tides game. Want to join the list? Just type !play in chat. So, bring backwards in chat. Here we got Genteri. Hello, Peter Force. Hackers. Tree Frog. Nada. Chucky. Deadly's World, Autumn's Toys. Like the old Pac-12 After Dark. Exactly, Autumn's Toys. Had that feel to it, that BYU-Utah game. D-Bags Jr., Bo Reddington, Zach Bonifer, Fonny T, Jericho 1903, Notorious Ninja. And on from there. Meanwhile, I'm trying to figure out how to control the weather. And there's a way to do it. I just have to look it up real fast. My usual self would be stubborn about it. Just figure it out. Let's see. But usually there's some... Do a quick web search and it'll be on a forum post from 12 years ago will be the answer. At least it's there and not hidden in a Discord forum that search engines can't find. Which happens a lot these days with games. There's a lot of positives with Discord, but man, oh man. People don't understand marketing. You can tell for sure the ones that put all their marketing on Discord. Preaching to the choir, if you're familiar with that saying. All right, the Tempest. All right, how to change weather. How to get back on track. I think I have to use the computer to do it. Okay. Or go to City Hall, which is not going to happen. Alright, well this, what is Trevor working on this? Solve the unsolvable. Whenever he gets his logic meter to the next level. Or maybe I should check to see if it's going to get a boost for... I don't know. He wants to brave the haunted house, win a ranked chess match, collect festival tickets. Festival's across the street, but it's snowing now, so... But I want him to complete these. Almost done with Solve the Unsolvable. I want to see what the conclusion's going to be for that for you. Plus, at the moment, Jasper's going to enjoy some pancakes. Well, RCKMTL. Greetings and welcome. I was watching your show earlier. Had a lot of fun with that. I don't know what that means. Success. Trevor has found a ON solution for primality testing. Getting an extra 220 simoleons to boot makes solving problems pretty lucrative. That's kind of weird. All right, now for more normal stuff. Let's use the computer to change the weather. Check weather. Enros. Tempest, there it is. You know what? This can wait till after you have your pancakes. I don't want you distracted while you try to change the weather. Start raining maple syrup or something. Alright. And the housekeeper will be there like in 4 minutes. I'm not going to let you put those plates away. And look at that. Trevor thinking about cleaning. The housekeeper's there, the new housekeeper. Robert Sherrill. Tempest. Alright, so. Weather, right? Winter. Default, current day, range. Okay, that's something entirely different. Okay, that's the weather for the range, I guess, between seasons. Okay, that was not what I was going for. I just wanted to stop snowing. Weather, snow, value 6. Okay. I don't want to mess anything up with this. I don't remember this part of it before, and I think I would remember something kind of odd like that. Can we just go with fog? Well, let's do it. Just checkmark fog. I don't know if it actually did anything. Well, we'll deal with the snow for now. It's The Sims 3, NashvilleLou Live. See, I'm fighting Trevor. The housekeeper's here, and Trevor's outside in the snow waiting to clean up the litter box. Dude. Out of sorts. You don't say. Why don't you go upstairs? We're going to have to worry. Maybe you'll try and clean the litter box up there, though. I don't know. Dude. All right. Use the downstairs bathroom. How about that? You're cleaned up. Jasper. Jasper upstairs. Fred. Now, where are you going, Fred? Find we could chase there with Max the dog. Snowy. There's Duchess. Snowy's wanting to play with another pet. Groom Duchess. Friendly Sniff. Friendly Groom. And play Pounce. And I should get both of those boxes checked there. Max. I want Max to be friends with Duchess as well, but let's see, is Max's destruction trait really that low? I'm thinking that's kind of sus. It was sus. So, I want to socialize. I hear the cold. Luckily, the pets don't seem to be troubled by the cold weather. At least not up here. Fred. Friendly Sniff. Friendly Socialize with Max the dog. Where's Heidi? Don't worry about me. I'm over here by the toilet. Come on, Heidi. Sniffing around, huh? Yeah, what are you gonna do about it? Over here. Now, Duchess, where are you going? Okay, you gotta stop right there. I'm not gonna let you go downstairs, cats, so you can sniff one another. It's ridiculous. Stop it. I'll send both of you in there. Alright, so snowing now. Friendly. Sniff. Friendly socialize. Maybe it's the first two parts there before I started assigning more. And then play, pounce. So it should be good for Snowy for the short term. The Duchess, Fred. Friendly nuzzle. Friendly socialize. A bit of busy work there for those two. And now what? Oh, broken bathtub. Guess what you get to do, Trevor? And it's not hang up holiday lights. Repair. You've got to be kidding me. You just insisted on it. Jasper. Dude. Sometimes I really question if I want to use you as my main character. What is wrong with you, dude? Oh. Take it all the way outside. Why not? Pay somebody 150 simoleons and you're out there doing this stuff. Ridiculous. Do some painting. At least for Snowy, playtime there with Duchess, although doesn't that count for grooming? I guess not. Friendly groom. Fred, where you going? Goof around? No. Be best friends with Heidi Stone. Groom Heidi, that'd be a little easier. Friendly grooming. They sniff. Friendly groom. Friendly socialize. There you go, Fred. There's something for you to do. Max. There's a formal dance Wednesday at 6 p.m. I suspect by that point that Trevor's going to be aged up to adult. Wednesday at 6 in the game. This is Sunday at 1:03 p.m. And another choice there besides hanging the holiday lights. Attend prom. I'll put you on the list, but the age is up in 2 days. Which will be Tuesday. So I'm guessing that Wednesday night thing's not going to happen. I'll keep it on the list for now if he really wants to go. Maybe he still can, but I don't know. All right, so Trevor. Fixing the bathtub that he broke. Jasper. Painting. I freed up a spot to play tug of war. Just enough to get that wish fulfilled. He's got the elated mood meter, so he's in a pretty decent spot with that. Affection. Let's see. Max is hungry enough that that treat should be well received. It's The Sims 3 here on NashvilleLou Live. Crunch, crunch, crunch. All right, so tug of war, play. Tug of war. Snowy thing about getting the trash. Come on, Snowy, have some food. Duchess, where are you going? Scratch on the cat condo. Good cat. Trevor finally fixed the bathtub that he broke. Grace, he grasped the basics of handiness. Level 2. Snowy. Food. Fred. Spending time. Heidi the kitten. Jasper playing tug of war. Trevor finally fixed the bathtub. Leftovers. Goopy carbonara. to Jasper. Jasper get cleaned up and practice the speech. Working that charisma skill a bit. What is this? Learn fishing skill. I'll add it to the list, but I don't know if that's going to happen for Jasper. Trevor, if one of them's going to go fishing, it'll be Trevor. He needs to get that fish. Let's improve handiness skill. We just had that. Brave the haunted house. I don't think he's going to the haunted house. And that destruction trait is misleading. To unpause it for it to show the true listing for it. Max, why don't you have a little bit of food? What's Trevor doing? Staring off into space. Oh, bad quality. Okay. Guess what, Robert? New housekeeper to clean the bad goopy carbonara. It's been tough breaks for Trevor today. Wants to take a bath, breaks the bathtub, has to fix it. Want some food, it's bad quality. Dim sum. Think that's gonna be any better? We don't eat it next to the stuff that's gone bad, but well, whatever. Got Max galloping downstairs. What's going on with this? Oh, be brushed. Let's see if Robert the housekeeper will acquiesce to the brushing request. Duchess on the cat condo. Snowy. Snowy. Only wish for Snowy playfully chase Jasper. Jasper in here meanwhile. Working on his charisma skill. Gotta get that to the next level to get a promotion at work. Or I take that back. I guess he's at the level he needs to be to get a promotion. But he's going to need to get it higher. Meanwhile, considering his options with the sports, that in the last episode he had an offer to switch over to the sports career field. But I was like, I couldn't pull up his stats. You had to pick before you could look at his traits or his strengths. He doesn't have very much on the athletic part here. Logic's really strong, which may make politics a bad fit in another way. So it goes. He's working on his speech, practicing his charisma skill. This would be a good spot for me to go ahead and take my hourly break. Bring the slate up here for just a moment. All right. Got 17 players in right now for the next Twitchy Tides game of the broadcast. If you'd like to join the list, it's very easy. All you have to do is type !play in chat, and that'll get you in. Winner receives a Warsake and Foil Prime card and an item from the NashvilleLou collection. It'll be about a 5-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll have Twitchy Tides. And a reminder, Tides Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, Tuesday. It's an all-day event. My leg of it will begin at 10 Eastern, so looking forward to that. Should be a good time. We're back in just a few minutes with Twitchy Tides, and then more of The Sims 3 as we go into the night, and then some, here on NashvilleLou Live. Stay tuned. right, back from break, NashvilleLou Live. Now the overlay, we got 18 people in for this next Twitchy Tides game of the broadcast. I'll join as well. Leon, as in Neon Leon for me there. Got 20 in. Last chance to get in with exclamation point plays. We approached 3 a.m. Eastern. Stayed up late watching the BYU-Utah game. I mean, it's tough. The number 9 team in the country, BYU, is playing. It's almost 2 a.m. Eastern. You want to keep up, you got to stay up. At least with the work that I do. All right, so 20 players in for this Twitchy Tides game. Winner gets a Warsaken foil prime card and an item from the NashvilleLou collection that will give you a boost in the fun new game, Meta Battler. Got 20 players. It starts now. Good luck. If I win, prize goes to second place. Right away, a cannonball. We're down to 14. That was fast. Pink Felicia, working bottom floor. We're down to 10, so half the field is out. Who will be the winner of this Twitchy Tides game? Depth charge. Tough break there for RCK MTL. Had fun watching her stream earlier in the evening when I had the BYU-Utah game on my television, watching some of her live stream, checking out a few different people. Meanwhile, Pink Felicia working right to left, bottom half of the screen. With a ton of damage. We're down to 4. Deadly's World, Unmada, Zach Bonifer, and Hackers, the last 4. Debo the Shark working topside. Unmada is eliminated, so we're down to 3. Hackers UVAM, Deadly's World, and Zach Bonifer for the last 3. Cannonball takes out Hackers, so we're down to 2. It's Deadly's World and Zach Bonifer for the last 2 in this Twitchy Tides game. Remember, Tides Tuesday coming up. Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern is when my part of it begins. This Tuesday, Deadly's World uses that Haunts command with a Ghost Fish, and Debo the Shark takes out that Scuba Woofy of Zach Bonifer, and that'll do it. Congratulations, Deadly's World, victorious in this Twitchy Tides game. All right. Congratulations, Deadly's World victorious in Twitchy Tides. Prizes will be sent out shortly after the conclusion of the broadcast, and those will come from my Fulfillments wallet on Wax. Back open for the next Twitchy Tides game. Exclamation point play. Type that in chat to get in that next Twitchy Tides game. I bring the slate down, get ready to get back at it here with The Sims 3. Hey, you're welcome, Deadly. Thank you for playing. DeJohn J, hello. Greetings and welcome, everybody. NashvilleLou Live. Playing The Sims 3. We'll have another Twitchy Tides game coming up. Got 5 people in already. You can join the list by typing !play in chat. All right, so Jasper working on his charisma skill. He's already at a high enough level where he's eligible for a promotion with his job in the political world. But We'll need more than just 3 charisma points to move up beyond those early levels. As for Trevor, he's still in high school. But he's due to age up. He wants to go to prom, but he's going to age up by Tuesday night, so I don't know how that's going to work. We'll see. It's been kind of messed up as far as the typical high school things with like prom and graduation, all that. With this whole, like, this generation of kids got thrown off a bit because of that week of snow. To the point I had to get the specific Tempest mod that allows you to edit the weather. Although I was having challenges trying to actually use it properly earlier, so I'll delve into that later. So Trevor having some, what's that called? Dim sum. Jasper working on his speech. Got Max the dog, trying to get the new housekeeper, Robert, to give him a brushing. They got 4 cats. Fred, the oldest, playing with the newest addition, Heidi the kitten. Up on the 2nd floor cat condo area. And there's the cat condo, that 2nd floor balcony area. Luckily they can't, like this, apparently it's very good fencing because they can't get out of it to slide down the side of the house or anything. They're tough to contain, these cats, but this does a pretty decent job of it, all things considered. Duchess, scratching on the cat condo, being a good cat. She's an elder, but she's got, we got 3 elder cats here between Fred, Snowy, and Duchess. So now we got Heidi as the kitten to kind of offset that a bit. Sniff Robert, the housekeeper, now on the list for Duchess. The thing is for Max. We need Max to get those 4,000 lifetime happiness. So close to getting to that steel bladder for pets. But the unfortunate problems like Max thinking that going out to pee on the porch is close enough. Like, come on. Jasper's up there working on his speeches. Trevor. Still a mess in there with the water from where Trevor broke the bathtub. Oh, wait, taking a break? We'll put you to work, Robert. We can't clean up the food that's rotten that's sitting out or mop up. Then Max has a request.
Sleep dorp. Neeb.
Be brushed. All right, so that's enough food for you there. Trevor. Fight them to keep them from cleaning up. Meanwhile, the housekeeper's just chilling out. Not exactly make a good first impression there, Robert. Might have Trevor take a nap. As for Jasper, he slept in considerably later. Where are you going, Snowy? Play in the bathtub. No. You take a nap at the top of the cat condo. How about that? Where's Fred wanting to go? Notice there's a wall toy right there. They'll conveniently not want to use that one, but they'll want to use the one outside, out back. All right. Got this one right here. See, he scratches out the other one. Nope, you're going to this one. Duchess thinking about sleeping in the dog bed there. Stopping your tracks with that, Duchess. No, that's not your bed. Use the litter box. Sleep on the 2nd floor of the cat condo. How about that? Sleep. It's The Sims 3, NashvilleLou Live. Looks like you're done here. You completely failed to mop in there. You didn't clean up the rotten food out here. Dude, you're not done. Well, you're about to be done. How to get fired done. I should be able to fire him. That's annoying. Okay, well. Let Jasper deal with that later, I guess. Granted, he was there till past 4 in the afternoon, but that's his problem for being lazy and taking a break working session there and not cleaning up. It's food sitting out. And this is just completely unacceptable. Max. Maybe Max is like it's punishment, attack him. Guess not. Max looking for his chew toy. Got one upstairs. That guy's getting fired. Jasper. Although Jasper didn't really like firing the last housekeeper. Wasn't happy about it, even though he had good reason to. Trevor getting a nap.
Sasame bonita. Chelsea.
We've been through this, Fred. And they know that scratching post is under the staircase, but they can't get to it. Let's scratch over here. Indestructible cat condo. To watch Jasper. When somebody gets working on a longer form assignment, they can get really dialed, much like me in real life. They get really dialed in and you get over to them, and some basic things are being overlooked. Like, oh, you should probably stop to eat right about now.
Bernabagavu. Zaba. Zibadu. Belko Rev. Barboflance Mana. Bilbots. Zibadu.
They got Jasper, young adults. Trevor, his younger brother. And the parents are deceased. 2 older sisters have moved out. Housekeeper. This is a mess. Max, where you going, buddy? Sniff around. This for Max. Become best friends with Robert. Well, kind of tough. He's not here. How about Duchess? Duchess is asleep. Okay. Jess got fired. That was the prior housekeeper. Like the chances there. So for the moment, gotta deal with this bladder. Alright. Why don't you get some sleep? I think I've told you that several times. Alright, so Trevor had his nap. What if they'll get cold out? I actually do know they will get cold out here playing. They can play for a little while. Jasper and Trevor can play a bit of chess. It's The Sims 3 here on NashvilleLou Live. Got 13 people in already for this next Twitchy Tides game of the broadcast. You can join the list by typing !play in chat. Town Council update. No new information. They're okay now, but if you leave them out there for too long, they'll get cold. Trevor's out of sorts. Now here's a new one for Trevor. Feed Duchess Stone a treat. Add to the list. Jasper. Improve charisma skill. Always close. That's more likely to get accomplished than the fishing skills. We'll bump fishing for charisma. Got gloves on. I hear the barking upstairs. Mayhem everywhere. Got Fred, Max playing up there. Goof around. Snowy. Going to play with one of the downstairs wall toys. No, why don't you come back upstairs? Snowy, play with this one. Duchess asleep. Heidi asleep.
Jitmar. Bossy go. Chiba.
Oh, Heidi really needs to do some scratching, huh? Is that accurate for her? I guess it is. All right. Oh. I'm going to wake you up. Scratch. The little one, you gotta scratch him. They're still playing chess. Well, he never told us to stop. Feed Fred Stone a treat. We'll drop the upgrade something. Instead, we'll go with the treat for Fred the cat or Jasper. Alright, so enough of the chess match. Leftover, not the spoiled goopy carbonaras. Something else that the housekeeper didn't fix. Let you clean up first, then clean out the bad food, then mac and cheese. As for Trevor, mop up the puddle. Think about Duchess the cat smiling. That's great and all, but you got some mopping to do. Maybe now you guys won't be so hesitant about firing the housekeeper when it's clear that needs to happen. Look at this scratching post. I should probably get rid of this outright so they won't look for something they can't have. But somehow they know where it is. Cats are smart to it. Really need to scratch. We'll send you up here to scratch. And you really do need to scratch. Okay. Forever. Takes care of that. Some mac and cheese for Jasper. What is this? Max? How did you two get outside? That goof, gonna goof around, and next thing you know, they're running around outside. Oh, that's not at all what I wanted. They're not gonna sleep outside. Absolutely ridiculous. Get in here right now. Both of you. Didn't put the bladder for right now for. Well, you know what? They actually opened up. That's 4,000, I think, for Max for that steel bladder for pets. Yeah, look at that. Okay, you know it was worth it. There it is, 4,000 steel bladder for pets. Boom, block that in. All right, good to go. Now get some sleep. Duchess is asleep in the cat condo. Snowy, scratching, along with Heidi the kitten. Fred had me told to come inside. Max going upstairs, get some sleep, I hope. Sniff Heidi. Jasper. Gonna be sniffed. Why don't you have a treat there for Fred? Fred's pretty hungry. Cats love to be bribed. There we go, a little bit of boost there. Not that he needed it necessarily, but doesn't hurt. Adds a little bit more to that lifetime happiness. 15,000. Can't remember if I was going to do 15 or I was waiting for something at 20. Attractive. Let's go with that. Do it. Fast learner's good too, but attractive. Do it. A nice boost there for Jasper. Trevor, 7303 on his. Talk to Heidi the kitten. We'll drop that prom. He'll probably be too old for it. He's going to age up before then. Again, that got thrown off. Something got thrown off with that between the seasons and the generations when worlds collide in The Sims 3. Got 17 people lined up for the next Twitchy Tides game of the broadcast. If you'd like to join the list, all you have to do is type !play. Chat, pardon me. Get a sip of water here. !play for Twitchy Tides. Alright, so Jasper. Treat there for Fred the cat. Trevor's upstairs with to fill the food bowl. Conveniently enough. We'll have Fred go up there. A friendly sniff from Fred. Trevor will give Fred the cat a boost. As for Jasper, he wants to help too. Unclogged. Did I get fixed? Repair person over here. Going Fred upstairs. Repairman. Fix this perpetually breaking house. It's The Sims 3, NashvilleLou Live. So Jasper. I've used this over here. Shower. Evil sounding laugh. Make sure the pets are accounted for, especially after Max and Fred managed to sneak outside earlier. Not happy about that. What is Trevor doing? Why is he thinking about a classroom chalkboard there? Waiting on Fred the cat to sniff him. A little friendly sniff from Fred. Heidi's asleep, so Fred, he'll give a friendly sniff just yet. He's tired anyway. Fred, you have some food. Snowy. What's Snowy doing? Groom self. Stick with that. Duchess clawing on the cat condo. Max chewing on a chew toy, being a good dog. Heidi asleep. Jasper getting a shower. Trevor. Clean up. Clean up bad food. Got some juice. Jasper, once he's done with his shower, he'll be ready to get some sleep. He's got to be at work. I think his ride arrives at 8. So good idea to get some sleep. Friend of the alien. Much like the late Raleigh Martin. Alright, so we sleep for Jasper soon. For Trevor. Got a little bit of cleaning up to do. Travis McCormick, I presume, is here to fix the broken toilet. Chat. Alright, now go ahead and quick meal. Have some juice. Get some sleep. Go fix the toilet. Alright, so the dude fixed the toilet. Forever. Needs to get some sleep. Why is Fred in the yellow? Get some sleep, Fred. What's your problem, cat? Snowy wants to sleep in the cat bed. Also wants to hiss at Travis, the repairman. But I'll add it to the list, but that's not on the agenda for you, Snowy. Duchess, playing with the wall toy? Got some food. Playing with the outs. Look at that. Making an outside trek through the snow to play the wall toy. Nope, guess what? Your fun meter's almost all the way full anyway. Got the rules for the pool there posted on the side of the house. Looks like for right now, the only creature not asleep in the house is Duchess the cat. The wind blowing. Do need to do something about this whole snowing and it never stops snowing thing. I wonder if I can do this in his sleep. Set booby trap. Scary computer. Purchase additional home. Tempest. Weather. Winter. One to 7 range. Let's cut back on that. I just wanted to stop snowing now. I'm gonna do some sort of overarching change to it. I thought before I didn't have to use the computer, I was able to just click outside, but it might be. Look over in this direction. They could. A bit of property over here they don't use that much. Maybe I did have to use the computer. I really don't want this snow to start causing more problems. They make this Tempest FAQ any more convoluted? Whole bunch of words will answer the question. How do you do this properly? You have a long dissertation about weather ranges. Waiting. So that really is what I need to do is go to the computer, apparently. More. Minerals. Tempest. And that's clearly going to be what I have to do here to get this to work. Got 21 people in already for this next Twitchy Tides game. Want to join the list? Just type !play in chat. Playing The Sims 3 and trying to get this Tempest weather mod to cooperate. Why is it 1 to -1? That's simply the range within the season. That doesn't even seem to match up what I was told. Okay. Current day. Value 2. That's what I needed. Current day. Oh, your value is 2. Let me right-click it. Okay, well. Temperature. Well, it is nighttime, or not noon. Early morning. There, 33 to 49. Update. We X out of it, okay. You have to wait till I'm out of there. And morning, in case it wants to get cute with me on this. 50 to 55. Quite the drop for evening, I will admit. Noon. Noontime. 50 to 65. There. There's the range. Except it's still snowing. Meanwhile, Mother Nature's gonna no-sell that. And there was something I remember I clicked on, like, I thought I did. But that might have been me trying to figure out how to do it. And that's what I'm remembering, is that part of it. Well, let's see. Let's give it a little bit of time here. If Trevor has to miss school for being a snow day, he's got an A average. He's going to age up in 2 days. Homework's complete. Not that that really helps you here, but the days until aging up 1. It's Monday at 1:47 a.m. Special thanks to Carl Casey at White Bat Audio, who makes much of the great background music that I use here on NashvilleLou Live. Playing The Sims 3. I'll have another Twitchy Tides game coming up. 22 people in for this one. Room for more. You can join the list with exclamation point play in chat. All right, Trevor, asleep. Jasper, also asleep. Somehow in his sleep, able to do that with a computer on the weather. Although it's still snowing, in a related note. Fred's asleep, Snowy's asleep, Duchess eating, Max asleep, and then Heidi the kitten asleep, and she'll be awake soon. And she's hungry. We probably won't get much at all as far as the triple speed goes when everybody's asleep. Enough cats are in the mix now, it's going to be a little tricky for that to happen. Some of them, much like me, keep unusual hours. Their Duchess guarding the food bowl. All right, Heidi, have some food. Sprinting over there. Heidi's really hungry. Duchess. Oh, okay. See, Duchess is guarding the toy box. All right, so that makes it okay that Heidi's over there feasting. It is amusing to see what they dream about. Not a fan of artwork. That's Snowy dreaming about cat food. Butterfly dreams there for Fred. Knows what over there for Max the dog. Where's Heidi going now? Why don't you use the litter box, Heidi? Snowy will be awake soon. Not just gonna get a toy at some point, I think. She's stuck? Heidi and Duchess saying their hellos. Play with another pet. When it shows you a specific animal, it usually means that's the one they want to play with. So Snowy just woke up. What a good morning pounce. Or alternately, okay, we'll have Duchess get the jump since Snowy just woke up. Why can't it do the pounce? I may have to wait for... I can wait like another second or two. Snowy will be completely out of the cat bed, and then at that point, it should work. See, pounce. I know where it's Jasper awake. Fill the food bowl. Jasper up at 3:43 a.m. Here's hello to the cats. A few things he can do here. Makes sense for him to work on his charisma skill. Practice speech. What if you call a sim directly and you can fire them that way? I don't think that's an option. I really want to do that. Dude just walked out. Robert. Okay, you can call it a chat, that's all. You can't... You have to call the service, I guess, if you want to contact them. This whole thing of me changing the weather really didn't change much, did it? The difference is Trevor, I mean, he may have an off day from school, which will work out well for him. Jasper's got to go to work. No snow days for you, pal. In 5 hours. Trevor's still asleep. Fred, asleep. Snow. Get out of the shower, Snowy. See, look, I turn my attention away for 2 minutes and you see what happens. Have some food. Duchess. Time with the newest member of the family. Heidi the kitten. So is it what? What about me? What's my food? No, they don't even care that Trevor's in there asleep. Being loud. Luckily, Trevor, I believe, is a deep sleeper. I believe that's one of his traits. Eh, maybe not. Here's where we'll try and use it as an excuse. This chasing. It's like run downstairs and out the front door and then out into the wild. Can't have that. Although you can't go downstairs, can you there, kid? Maybe I should have, Let's try that again. Play. Chase. If the kitten can't go downstairs, then the chase can't go downstairs. Now, they might wake up Trevor, but so it goes. So the charisma skill up to level 4 for Jasper. Alright. Don't eat spoiled pancakes. That'd be a poor idea. Have some cereal. Crackling oat bran. Forever asleep. Look at that thought bubble. Wanting to go scratch on that post that's intentionally put away under the staircase where they can't get to it, but somehow they all know where it is. No, no, no. Unless they specifically have that listed as a wish. That's a big no. Up here to use the cat condo. Scratch there. What's going on with Max? Hungry. Have some food. Normally you don't have to tell these animals to eat. What's going on? Heidi's over there. Obstructed view. Alright, so Jasper coming upstairs. Clean something. Pick up pet. Let's don't try and give her a bath or something. Ill-advised. Alright, so Trevor, maybe you got school today, maybe you don't. What's on the list here? Go to the Winter Festival. You go here and talk to Heidi. Jasper. Throw a party. Well, no promises, but we'll put it on the list. Eat the food. Meet pet. Alright, so Jasper. Why don't you play some computer chess? I was looking for something that wasn't on that main list. There we go. Play computer game, play chess. Alright, so there's something for Jasper to do. Trevor. I know Jasper's going to have to go to work. Trevor might not have to go to school. He has a little bit more latitude. Duchess. Scratching over there. Everyone who's talk to Heidi and feed Duchess a treat. Talk to Heidi.
Oh.
Snowy, we've been through this, cat. You're not getting to that scratching pose unless it shows up on the list. Go over here and scratch there. Thank you very much. Alright, so a little bit of a boost there for Trevor. Also opens up a spot for the Winter Festival. Feed treat for Duchess. If the cat's at least somewhat hungry, even a little bit, they'll usually be receptive to a treat. If they're all the way full, though, they'll no sell it. I know. Look at this. Due to the heavy snow, today's been declared a snow day. School is therefore canceled for the day. Apparently, Trevor giving his own updates here. The snow day. Meanwhile, Jasper, no such luck for you, buddy. Carpool in an hour. Be ready. And that note was from 5 minutes ago. Yeah, 55 minutes, pal. Jasper. I'm playing this. He'll be in a good mood. Computer games. Do that for just a little bit longer. As for Trevor. Duchess is making him wait. You don't need to scratch anymore. You got this perfectly manicured, but the cats will keep doing it. Just to be a jerk. Well, I'll have a treat for you here.
What, Stoopy? You are.
A little bit of a boost there. Sniff Trevor. Hi, Duchess. Friendly sniff. There we go, a little bit of boost for her. Max with a chew toy. Meat pet. Socializing for Heidi there with Fred. Snowy grooming self, and then Duchess spending some time with Trevor. Duchess. Here's the litter box. Trevor didn't have to go to school today. We'll have Trevor get cleaned up, and while it is a snow day, he can still just walk across the street and go to the festival if there's actually going to be people there. There should be. All right, Jasper. The ride's gonna be there very soon, pal. Winter Festival is here. Yeah, I can tell all the snow. He's not washing his hands. Poor form there, Jasper. Business as usual. And wash your hands, but do a lot of glad handing. Look at this, there's a bunch of options here. Work hard, take it easy, meet co-workers, chat with co-workers, then run errands for supervisor, sleep in judges' chambers, propose new course of action. Go business as usual. Let's get that first promotion before we start trying to change things. Forever. Then have to go to school. Oh, Fred. Yeah, goof around. There's your excuse. Okay, now here's the rare case where I will allow one of the cats to use the scratching post. When it shows up here, okay, fine. Since Jess probably ain't coming back, right click that. Room snowy. No, not the plant. This thing. Cats already know where it is. They just can't get to it normally. Although, actually, if that is really that bad, I don't want this post to get too messed up. We'll hide it in here. I'll have... Because you can kind of get away with this with Fred. I'll have Fred go up here and use the scratching on the cat condo. And then when Fred's all the way done, then I'll force Fred to use that just enough so it counts. And that way it lasts a little longer. The whole point of not having the scratching post sitting out. Now, where are you going, Snowy? Now, forget it. It's an open season. You get over here and use this thing, too. Oh, with Trevor. Dog bowl. There you go. So Max gets that dog food bowl filled. He brushed. Heidi. Why don't you come over here, Heidi? Litter box. Have a little snack. How about that? Oh, come on now. You two gotta get along. Let's sniff hand. What does Max want to do? Be friends with Duchess. Duchess, they're asleep. Sniffed. I'm brushing there for Max. Heidi Stone has gained the neat trait. Good. Want her to be neat. Good cat. Where is she? She's right there. I'll be praising her if she's over in the bathroom trying to get in the shower. So Duchess is asleep. Snowy. Cat condo. Fred. Alright, dude hunted this thing down. Alright, fine. You win, Fred. You win this time. I can't believe he got around where I was paying attention. Snuck right past. Distracted me with trying to do the dog grooming and then didn't hide that thing well enough, did I? Probably destroy the thing. Alright, now you stop immediately. Get on over here now, cat. On Fred. Has to be replaced. See, you ruined it. I wonder if there's not one at all on the property whatsoever, if they'll still want to have a scratching post, or you don't want what you can't have. You always want what you can't have. That tends to be human nature. If not for animals as well, but I'm talking, there's not one there at all to use. will that be in their list of things? They probably will. But we'll see. All right, so Trevor. And we'll have the cleaning guy who's about to get fired, but we'll have him do at least most of his work first, because he can get paid either way. Jasper didn't want to fire the prior housekeeper. It did a poor job, and so now it's Trevor's turn. Waffles. Maybe this is not the time for Trevor to learn how to cook. Have some cereal. It's The Sims 3 here on NashvilleLou Live. Alright, so upstairs. Of course, Fred wants to play in the toilet. No, Fred, come on. Bad cat. What's some food? Snowy playing with a wall toy, Duchess asleep, and Heidi grooming self. Max the dog. It's gonna be a lot easier without having to worry about the bladder. Now that Max has that steel bladder for pets. Pretty good spot there for Max. Friendly sniff for Heidi the kitten. No barking, come on. Hear the doors closing. See, the guy's here to clean, and Trevor's over here putting stuff away. I mean, dude's gonna get fired, but that's no reason for you to do extra work there. Come on, Trevor. Oh. That'd be a good time to have him go over to the Winter Festival. I may do that. Could have him invite somebody over for chess, but I don't know. Alright, so let's see. They usually try and give you the, well, if you stick around and do this and this, you get the extra lifetime happiness. They try and entice you to stay. Play with the family fun water arena. In this weather, I think not. Greeting card picture I'll add to the list, but I don't have to get too entangled over there. He's got a firing to do. Although we could get a photo, it's right there. Get the music again. All right, there's the greeting card photo. Got to do the thing, get the photo. Now you get to fire somebody. Luther Stevenson out for a run in this weather. It's Kay Stevenson. It's Harmony. I like to get the title in there for Andrea Santana, comma, food merchant. Zachariah Eggleston. All right. Slate up. Ready to take my hourly break. On the other side of this break, though, I'll have our next Twitchy Tides game of the broadcast. We got 28 people in right now. You can join that list by typing !play in chat. And remember, this upcoming Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern, is when my part of it starts with Tides Tuesday. We're playing Twitchy Tides, we're playing Aquarium Royale mode, which is a lot of fun, a chance to earn Aqua. Those have been such a good time. Thrilled to be part of it again this upcoming week. So Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern. Make note of it. They want to be here for Tides Tuesday. They want to be here in just a few minutes when we get back. for this next Twitchy Tides game. 28 in the mix. Join the list with exclamation point play in chat. NashvilleLou Live. Stay tuned. All right, coming back from break, NashvilleLou Live. So we have 30 players in for this next Twitchy Tides game. Last chance to get in with exclamation point play. I'll type it as well. This time I'll go with the Vape Ape from Las Vegas Ape. I guess it's the 31. So for the winner of this Twitchy Tides game, it'll be a Forsaken foil prime card, an item from the NashvilleLou collection. Give you a boost in the fun new game, Meta Battler. All right, so 31 players. It begins now. Good luck. It's Twitchy Tides here on NashvilleLou Live. Begin with 31. Pink Felicia takes out 4 players before the burn command knocks Felicia out of harm's way, at least for now, as far as causing harm to the other competitors. Depth charge, we're down to 24. Quite the diverse field here as far as the various fish options go. Debo the Shark. Top part of the screen working right to left. Just chomping through. We're down to 16. Cannonball. We're down to 14. More than half the field is out. Funkill Lover with that burn command. Another depth charge. We're down to 13. It's Twitchy Tides here on NashvilleLou Live. Debo the Shark. Working bottom row. Those sharp teeth tearing through. We're down to 10. If I happen to win, prize goes to second place. So please remember that. That end, I haven't used any of the commands. I typically don't, but sometimes there's reason to use the banana. Well, too late for the banana. Big Worm with a hook takes out both Slayer and me. We're down to 8. Burn command. Funkill Lover. Pink Felicia. Upper mid. We're down to a half dozen. There's Big Worm with a hook. And we're down to 5. Who will be the winner of this Twitchy Tides game? That depth charge. Ominous blinking red, and there goes CMC-ski. And we're down to 4. Zach Bonifer, Bulk the Bear, Funkill Lover, and Notorious Ninja. The last 4 in this Twitchy Tides game here on NashvilleLou Live on the other side of 4 a.m. Eastern. My goodness. Here comes Pink Felicia. That burn command stopped Pink Felicia in her tracks. Also gave us some fire underwater. So for the moment, the final 4 remain in contention. Cannonball. That gutter ball spot misses everybody. So the 4 continue on. Cannonball this time takes out Zach Bonifer. We're down to 3. Funkill Lover, Notorious Ninja, Bulk the Bear. The last 3 in this Twitchy Tides game here on NashvilleLou Live. Gutterball, yes, but I was there. Pink Felicia eliminates Funkill Lover. We're down to 2. It's Bulk the Bear and Notorious Ninja, the last 2 in this Twitchy Tides game. Pink Felicia, ground level. Bulk the Bear gets around. Notorious Ninja cannot. That's going to do it. Congratulations, Bulk the Bear, the winner in this Twitchy Tides game. Note that prizes will be sent out shortly after the conclusion of the broadcast, and those will come from my fulfillments wallet on Wax. It was kind of wild. At BYU, Utah game went past 2 a.m. Eastern. It was nuts. But on the other end of that, got a couple hours in with The Sims 3, got some Twitchy Tides in. Remember, Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern. Please join me here. My leg of the Tides Tuesday fun that we'll have here with NashvilleLou Live coming up Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern. Could be a good time. I think we'll do a raid over to Jungle Bry, that big fundraiser effort going on this weekend. So we'll see what they got going on in the overnight U.S. hours. But first, a sig out, so a cut point for VOD. That's going to do it for this broadcast of NashvilleLou Live. I'm your host, Lou Pickney. Thanks for watching. See you next time.